Hello. In this video, we're continuing with Buddhism Wisdom Academy summary. We left off at SGI, which is a Buddhist organization. It stands for Soka Gakkai International. Soka Gakkai is Japanese for Value Creation Society. The collective goal of the society is to realize world peace through happiness, the SGI president, Daisaku Ikeda, the third president, is a mentor and example of Buddhist principles. Since 1960, he promoted that human revolution can lead to change in destiny. By putting the principles into action, people could be empowered to achieve their potential goals, their potential. The purpose of peace activities is to create a humanistic world that recognizes and respects the sanctity of all life, and promotes peace, culture, and international exchanges by advancing through ideas and initiatives for peace. The founder of SGI is educator Tsunesaburo Magiguchi. In 1930, is when the Soka Gakkai was founded, and Tsunesaburo Magiguchi, and his disciple Jose Toda, the second president of Soka Gakkai, felt that key to transforming society in a positive manner lay in the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin of the fundamental respect of life and happiness. The SGI has used the Soka Spirit movement to use the teachings and practice of Nichiren Buddhism to lead to a path of enlightenment. November 28th is Spiritual Independence Day, which celebrates the conviction to continue the correct teachings under SGI without a priesthood to impose authority or assert control. This underscores the need to deepen understanding of Nichiren Buddhism instead of blindly following religious authority. Learning how to identify and courageously win over the internal and external forces that come between people. And their enlightenment is the key to achieving absolute happiness. Buddhism is compared to a lighthouse, providing light and guidance in the darkness, shining and illuminating and causing vessels to navigate safely. The lighthouse serves as a strong pillar, bringing security, tranquility and happiness, positivity, cheerfulness, and an embracing, open-hearted attitude. Karmic retribution is the grave effects of karma. To a degree, that accords with the depth of our faith by undergoing hardship. These can signify transformation or be looked as a blessing to magnificently reveal within us the brilliant, vibrant state of Buddhahood. This is a crucial guideline for our personal life, that there are reasons why we encounter difficulties and that we must have faith for overcoming hardship. We are bound to encounter difficulties, but we must know that by these we become strong, like tall, sturdy trees, as compared Nichiren Daishonin in his own works, such as The Opening of the Eyes and Letter from Sado, as part of the Buddha of the Latter Day of the Law. Nichiren said it could never come about that the prayers of the practitioner of the Lotus Sutra would go unanswered on prayer in the writings of Nichiren Daishonin. He encouraged tapping into the limitless power of the mystic law. Prayer, as a practitioner of the Lotus Sutra, is infused with the vow to carry out our own revolution, a vow to achieve happiness, and an ideal of establishing peace. Through practicing courage, sincerity, and perseverance, this makes us strong and undefeatable. This is the noblest state of life and a supremely noble commitment. Second Soka Gakkai President Jose Toda said, "If you strive and pray for Kosen Rufu with the Daishonin in your heart, you can overcome any difficulty. You can build the foundation for a happy life without fail and accumulate eternal good fortune." This is our way of casting off the transient and revealing the true. One 92-year-old from Kyushu, a believer of Nichiren Buddhism and devotee to Kosen Rufu from the early days of the movement, encourages others to have faith and courage in order to bring positive transformation in their community. She says, "Holding fast to the mystic law, I will triumph." The 16th chapter of the Lotus Sutra, which is cited as part of morning, evening gongyo, which is prayer, states that the light of the Buddha's wisdom shines without measure. Currently, 192 countries are united in spirit and committed in spirit to fulfilling the great vow for worldwide Kosen Rufu and praying for world peace and happiness of humanity. The great vow of Nichiren Daishonin dismisses trials and tribulations as no more than dust before the wind. We have appeared in this troubled world with a vow to triumph, quote unquote. He also thought that the true happiness and fulfillment are achieved through our own efforts and transformation. Therefore, everything has a cause and manifested effect. SGI third president Ikeda believes that rather than becoming dependent on external effects, we must develop the rich wisdom and powerful life force to live happily and create our own future. Ikeda set forth 5 guidelines for the Soka Gakkai, which was also articulated by Jose Toda. Faith for a harmonious family, faith for achieving happiness, faith for overcoming obstacles, faith for health and long life, and faith for absolute victory. Ikeda believed in expressing one's own self with sincerity and showing appreciation and respect. He said, when words of gratitude well forth naturally from your heart, all your relationships will develop in a positive direction. He tried to promote the idea that striving to create a harmonious family starts with our own inner transformation, our human revolution, that when we change, our world changes, and thus in developing a bright, positive family joined by ties of trust and affection as a reflection of a pure and rich spirit. One goal is to transform bleak, negative family situations into bright, happy, harmonious ones through human revolution achieved by each individual. The aim is to actualize an ideal society where personal happiness and social prosperity go hand in hand. The key to building a sound, healthy family life is for each person, based on the mystic law, to make efforts to establish a strong and secure life for themselves, while also contributing to the prosperity of society and world peace. Ikeda said, I believe that any revolution that is genuine, that truly serves the needs of the people, will also will clearly manifest itself in the family. He wrote 150 volumes in Japanese discussing core concepts, expressing the wisdom and universal message of Nichiren Buddhism, the wisdom for creating happiness and peace. Is a 3-part series, and that features key selections from the extensive writings, his thoughts, and philosophy. The 3 points in his writings: 1, happiness, which is the difference between relative and absolute happiness, and transforming our lives and ending in joy. 2 is human revolution, striving to bring forth the highest potential and shine with courage, wisdom, compassion. 3 is Kosen Rufu and world peace, ideals and principles of worldwide Kosen Rufu, the spirit of oneness as introduced by Soka Gakkai President Tsunezaburo Makiguchi, Jose Toda, and Daisaku Ikeda. The movement's leadership toward world peace, respect for the dignity of life. Is being discussed. About the word thank you. It is important to have appreciation for everyone around us as proof of our human revolution. Appreciation accelerates inner transformation, energizing us and encouraging us Ikeda believes that this brings reinforcement of commitment on a deep level when the armor falls from our hearts as the essence of nonviolence, respect for the other person, humility, and a profound affirmation of life, positivity, optimism, and strength, a healthy, vital spirit. Gratitude and appreciation for people and things that support our life. Ikeda said that we should say thank you instead of being arrogant and trying to change others to our liking, trying to demand others to fit in to our mental images, forms, or ideals, measuring how they may not reach these or have shortcomings in different respects. Chanting with gratitude puts us in rhythm with the universe, turning our lives in a positive direction of growth. And when we stop growing, all we see are other people's faults. No matter how much others may try to live up to certain expectations, they may not, and this must be accepted in order to live harmoniously with compassion, good treatment, and respect. Raising and educating children. Ikeda's guidance based on observing families and experiencing situations led to some of the following points. 1. Let children focus on their studies as a first priority, because faith is something that we can practice our entire lives. However, if one doesn't work hard during a certain period of their life, one may fail to acquire important knowledge and skills and come to regret it deeply later on. Also, faith manifests itself during daily life and is expressed in studies. Devotion is expressed through practice. Devotion is expressed through practice in our lives. If they neglect their studies because they are busy doing gongyo or prayer, for attending meetings, etc., it certainly cannot be called the correct way of faith. We're going to stop right here and we'll continue in the next part. Thank you for watching. A copy of the summary will be on facebook.com/yosallplay, YOSALLPLAY. It is currently 5:10:16. The time is 6:59 p.m. See you guys later. Bye.